Hello, mate. Welcome to this edition of my soccer channel, Soccer Sharafino. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get to business. Let's talk football. It's no longer news. Darwin Nunez is heading to Saudi Arabia to play for Al Hilal. Al Hilal has signed the Liverpool's Darwin Nunez for a fee close to around 46 million pounds. No, I think this was all expected. Everybody knew a would probably leave. The misses were just the misses were just too much. It was just missing everything. No, when Liverpool signed him from Benfica 2022 for 62 million pounds, everybody expected him to work because at Benfica he was blazingly hot, man. 46 goals involvement in 57 games. No, in Liverpool last season he had 30 games, 22 had subs. You heard me right. 22 as subs, 5 goals, 2 assists. That's not befitting for a striker you got for a big amount of money. At Ameria also, he also did well between 2019 and 2020 where he made 30 appearances, scored 16 goals and 2 assists. So we don't know where anything got wrong. He was just missing every ball. You were so sure he was gonna miss it. There was this, Copa America. Was it Copa America semi-final where I think it was between Uruguay and Colombia when the fans had to the Colombia fans were attacking. Those were not even fans. Those were hooligans. Where some hooligans who claimed to be supporting Colombia went to the Uruguayan stand where they had their families and they were attacking the Uruguayan players' wives, they're attacking their kids, and the Uruguayan players had to take matters into their own hands. They went into the crowd and they were engaging the hooligans by themselves. One of which was Darwin Nunez, which was one of the highly publicized footage that was shown on the internet. He didn't like what he saw. He went there and you could remember he was aiming for the guy. They were kind of a fist fight. No, he was aiming for the guy. The Mayweather kind of aiming, and eventually when he threw this punch, you know what? Characteristics of Darwin Nunez is still missed. So when the news went viral yesterday that he was leaving Liverpool, people were like, "Wow, hope he doesn't miss his flight. Hope he doesn't miss his medical." That's just shows you how things really, really, really went bad for him. He was just synonymous to missing big. And I think, yeah, before the focus was on him, it was the focal point, but later the focus shifted back to Salah, and they were playing to Salah's strength instead of Darwin Nunes' strength. So that was why he had to go. So with that, it's just obvious. Alexander Isak is gonna happen whether you like it or not. It's gonna happen, and I'm suspecting it's gonna be for a British record. Liverpool saying they're not going to go back to that deal. Don't mind them. They are just bluffing. It sounds too good to reject. If you remember last season, the beginning of last season, Liverpool didn't really spend money except the money they spent on this Italian. Is it Chelsea? And I think it was 16 or 20 million pounds because Arne Slot said, this guy, a Georgian club left a good team for me, so why did I need to buy? And they didn't buy, so it's like they're combining the transfer fee this season and they're spending anyhow. They've gotten Florian Wirtz, so many important players for them, and they are young. So now, obviously, they've gotten Eketike, but obviously they're still going for Alexander Isak, which is going to happen because I believe there was a tapping up somewhere. They've already spoken to him. Allegedly, they've already spoke to me and he's already agreed. So just like, okay, let's just play around. Let's play around. Let's give people, bloggers, sport analysts, let me give them some money. Let them talk about it. No, this transfer is gonna happen. Probably not the second bit. Probably not the third bit. Probably the fourth bit. But I can assure you, it's going to happen. Liverpool will go back to that deal. Don't mind their bluffing. They're gonna go back to that deal. I think the deal has already been agreed. Probably they are structuring it. They're just trying to play some pawns with us, So that's just it. And one of the advantages of delaying transfer of a player is you might be able to sell some players to cover for the cost. Now they've sold Darwin Nunez to Al Hilal for 46 million pounds, which covers part of the cost, which covers part of the cost for Alexander Isak. It's a win-win for both parties. Newcastle might eventually get Nicholas Jackson. That's my thought. That's my take. Ladies and gentlemen, peace out. Obrigado. Messi. Kate Milifocha. Thanks a million bunch, guys. Soccer Sharafino.